Alright, it is late ice. It's mid-March. And this is the time of year that the pike are going to move up really shallow, like 5 foot or less underneath the ice. So it makes them really easy to target. So I'm going to be using some dead stick options today, like fish traps and automatic jiggers with dead herring on them. I'll be jigging a spoon a little bit too if I have time. I'll be tending 4 rods, 2 with Alaska fish traps, 2 with the jigger knot automatic jiggers, and I might jig a spoon. But mostly going to be tight to shore and less than 5 foot of water, hoping to score some pike. Not expecting any giants, just some nice eater size pike. I'm using quick strike rigs, which are essentially just 2 treble hooks on wire leaders, and dropping it straight down, hanging it off the bottom. Okay, first one set, and we're gonna go do a series of lines here, basically a transect along the shoreline here. Lots of geese, lots of coyotes going crazy right now. It's kind of fun. This one I'm gonna run, on that one I put a size green or green label herring. This one I'm gonna run a red label herring, so just a little bit smaller size. Just to see if maybe we get more fish on bigger bait or smaller bait. I don't know what they're gonna be after. There's a lot of pike here that are just in that like 5 to 7 pound range. So here I'm going to use an automatic jigging device on the jigger knot, which is a battery powered automatic jigging machine. So to set the trigger, we'll run this loop down off the end of the rod. Okay, there we go. So, unlike the fish trap, which pulls upwards and sets the hook for you, you have to rely on the rod itself, which is why I use medium heavy rods here on this. And then plug this USB cord into a little battery bank and plug it into the jigger here. And then we can turn it on and it'll jig up and down for me. There we go, adds a little bit of action to it. I don't know if they're going to want just plain dead bait or they'll want moving dead bait, so we'll see which setup does better today. Here, got one. On the spoon. Nice. Take that, first one of the day. Sweet. See how deep they inhale that spoon. Look at that. Thing's way down in there. Nice. I don't think pike blood is going to deter other pikes since they constantly eat each other anyway. Coughing up lots of little shiners here. Then you grab one. And so here's the little baits they're eating. Look at that little tiny thing. So it's a good thing I have some small baits. That's pretty small what they're eating. So this is pretty crazy. Like where I'm at here is probably 13, 14 inches, and like right there is basically open water. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna fish right beside this. Maybe there'll be some fish moving up here. This might be a little warmer. I was out here last week on my day off and it was similarly slow. I did get one on just a dead stick on the Alaska fish trap, and I'll show you that video now. That's a nice one. There we go. Finally got one. Good eater size too. There we go. Finally got one on. But today so far, I've just had one trigger on the jigger knot and one on me actively jigging a spoon, and nothing else besides that. So it's been really slow. There's a lot of ice noise, but I don't think that that's going to deter the bite, but it might. Last week it was much quieter because it was colder and cloudier. It's supposed to be almost 70 in a few days, so even though we got 13 inches of ice here, it's going to come to pretty rapid close as those temperatures spike. I think we triggered one over there. Let's go see. See a bent tip there. Nice. Okay. He's still there. Oh, it's a nice one. Nice one. Yeah, it's a good sized fish. Sweet. They definitely are wanting action today. That seems to be the key. I haven't caught anything just on the plain dead sticks. I only got one hook in them, so hoping that the other one doesn't get hung up on the ice. It's a nice sized fish. You can see him right here underneath the ice. It's pretty crazy. There we go. Yeah. That's what we came here for. Check that out. Dude, that is great. That's a beautiful pike. Look at that. Awesome. On the jigger knot. Woohoo! It's a nice fish. That's a few meals. I got another one triggered. I gotta go get this one on ice. Go get the other one. Looks like the other dead stick right next to the other one. Nothing there. Alright, I think I'm gonna pack it up. Judging by the amount of ice, even though it's gonna be in the 70s next week, as long as there's not too much of a gap on the shoreline, I should be able to come out for another week, give it another shot. But if you get the opportunity to go out and chase these late season, like spring ice pike, just remember to stick shallow. I've never caught a fish deeper than 10 foot here. In the past couple of years I've been fishing this lake. And yeah, stay shallow. Don't be afraid to fish anywhere from like 3 to 5 feet. Seems to be optimal for a lot of the areas that I've fished and a lot of the lakes that I've fished. And yeah, hopefully you'll have some success either jigging or using dead herring as bait. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder.